Well, good morning and welcome to Pajama Preaching for Sunday, the 26th of July, my birthday, so happy birthday to me. And we start Mark's Gospel, chapter 5. And so we begin with verses 1 right the way through to 13. A bit of background before we start that Lake Galilee was around 8 miles wide and 13 miles long. And the crossing that we read about yesterday and we're going to continue reading about today was at a point that's about 5 miles. The lakeside is made of limestone and has caves in it, and those caves in the area that they're in now was used for tombs. Arriving sort of in late evening, dusk, it would have been pretty eerie really, because the landscape would be all shadows. And to be honest, I think it's a scene that probably Alfred Hitchcock could have written and described. So with that in mind, and also just looking at the commentary, William Barclay's commentary, he helpfully tells us that a legion was a Roman regiment of 6,000 troops. And he also speaks about demons, and this is the demonic possessed man, or as we're now describing, the man with a mental health problem. But in times of Jesus, the Jews believed that there was a whole battalion of demons inside them. And it wouldn't be possible to survive if you actually knew the number of demons that you had or that you were surrounded by. And Barclay says, they were like the earth that is thrown up around a bed that is sown. There were 10,000 at a person's right hand, 10,000 at the left hand. The queen of the female spirits had no fewer than 180,000 followers. There was a Jewish saying, a legion of hurtful spirits is on the watch for men, saying, when shall he fall into the hands of one of these things and be taken? And no doubt this guy that we read about now knew all about this, and his poor wandering mind was certain that a mass of those demons had taken up their residence in him. And so the reading, they sailed on, landing on the far side of Lake Galilee. As he stepped ashore, Jesus was confronted with a man possessed by an evil spirit. For years he had lived among the tombs and hills. People had tried restraining him. His screams could be heard echoing around the hills day and night, and his body was covered with self-inflicted wounds. Seeing Jesus, he ran to him and fell at his feet and roared, what do you want with me, Son of God? Swear in his name that you won't torment me. Jesus commanded the evil spirit to leave the man. What's your name? Jesus demanded. Legion, the evil spirit replied, for there are many of us. Over and over he begged Jesus not to make them leave the area. A large herd of pigs was grazing nearby, and the evil spirits begged Jesus to permit them to enter the pigs. Jesus gave them permission, and the entire herd, about 2,000 pigs in all, went berserk, rushed over the bank, and drowned in the lake. And that's where we are for the moment. There is Jesus confronting a man with severe mental health problems, listening to him, being with him, not running away from him, not trying to rechain him up, but helping him. And tomorrow we'll follow on the story. But for today, let's just pray that, Lord, when we find ourselves in stormy waters, as we read yesterday, when we find ourselves not being able to cope, and perhaps during this COVID lockdown time, Our mental health has not been as good as we'd like it to be. Lord, may we kneel at Jesus' feet and know that his healing love is there for us. Amen. Have a good Sunday. Speak to you again tomorrow. God bless.